I have taken clothes off, maybe where do they go? Are they going in the laundry basket? Where am I putting things? If I walked into a room and I found the door closed, I'm going to walk in and close the door behind me.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, if there are people in there, I'm going to ask, door open or closed?
But our parents taught us not to embarrass them out there. So when we visit, you know the kid that is washing the dishes? Us. We were taught, which I also don't mind.
Yeah.
Don't embarrass me out there. We were taught you go places like a girl does not sleep when you visit. You have to wake up with people in the kitchen. You do, you know, there are some people when they're visitors, they're like,
Hands off.
yeah. So you wash dishes, you help, you offer, volunteer wherever you can. Don't embarrass your parents out there. I think I also saw a clip of a young man that was talking about how his father found him smoking weed. And he's like, my dad didn't make me feel bad. He didn't embarrass me, but he asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then he was like, do you think you would kick, like, who have you seen that's addicted to weed
That has achieved
that
this?
has achieved this? And he was like, you're right. Hey guys, welcome again to Calmly Aligned. Today we're following a new segment on Can We Talk About It? So we want to share and explore lessons that an 18-year-old should learn or a child should learn by the time they're 18. My name is Amanda.
I'm Priscilla.
We're talking about lessons every child should learn by the time they're 18.
Yeah.
I think this is a call to parents because I think the children get their values from their parents. So, what are those lessons you think the kids should have by the time they're 18? By the way, please like, subscribe, support this channel. Help us, give us the energy to keep doing what we're doing.
Right? Please and thank you. And we appreciate for those of you that have subscribed and have been following that journey. We appreciate you
Yeah.
so much.
Yes.
So, what are
Back
those
to the
lessons?
topic. Yes.
For me, the first thing I will say is good manners,
Yeah.
because manners go before you. They will be the thing that will stand out about you, the thing that someone will remember even after they've interacted with you.
Yeah.
So, starting from the most basic, please, I'm sorry, thank you, pardon me, excuse me. Starting from that, from the simplest starting point, which should be like preschool, and refining it to the point where I think by the time they're 18 and they're interacting on their own, they know how
It's
to
second
handle
nature.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. When you speak of values, mine I think would be I hope children at 18 know to be kind.
That's my second point. Kindness,
Yes.
empathy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we are in a very tough world. And
And
kindness.
and a world with a large lens on everyone. And it's so easy because people are behind screens now. They have false courage, and that there's a lot of harshness
Yeah.
and a lot of unnecessary meanness.
Yes. And kindness is one of the cheapest things you can
It's
give.
free. I'm
Yeah.
always telling my kids kindness is free.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you a thing.
Just
And
even,
yet someone will remember how you made them feel.
yes. And how would you see kindness? For me, the first introduction to kindness would be greeting.
Yes. Which is also now,
Regardless.
which ties in with good manners.
Yes, good manners. You're right.
Because people take it for granted.
Yeah. Greet security guard, shop attendant, traffic, anyone. Everyone deserves
Did you see?
greeting.
There's a new trending image that has been going around, and I've seen it on a lot of people's WhatsApp statuses with a fuel station showing the rates, and they're really cheap, like 3,000. And then the bottom, someone has written, "I would have told you where this is, but you didn't greet me."
Are you serious?
I would have told you where this place is, but you didn't greet me.
Yeah.
And of course, I laughed about it. But then it's such a huge thing because so many times you will pass someone and then realize you need to maybe ask for directions.
Yeah.
Or you thought you were going to a place and it's not the place, then you have to backtrack. Meanwhile, you just walked by someone without saying a single thing. And then now you backtrack and you start, excuse me. And yet a simple hello, even in passing.
I know there's a time in uni. So I'm really kind. I think I'm kind, but proud. So I was walking. I was going to I think it was Mr. and Miss, the school, that pageant. So I was
Oh.
moving from my hostel. I was going to my friend's hostel. So my dad had bought me shoes and bags. So I had this big, these paper bags that they give you in like when you buy shoes. So I was walking. I passed some guys, but had chick. I kept walking, but then I think I had many things because that it's not supposed
To rip
to carry that much
that much
weight.
weight, yeah.
But I had put in my clothes, my towel. No, I didn't have a towel. My friend was going to give me one, but I put in like makeup, dress, all those things. But chick passes by the guys. Next thing I know, that thing rips.
And your things are poured out.
Wow, wow. Of course,
Ooh.
the guys quickly ran
To
to
help
help. They ran, like, you know how things fall, like the lipstick it goes so far. Oh my God. It was the most humbling experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
I wanted to hide, but I had to get my things because they were running. And still, I had to continue.
And you needed extra hands to help you get the things which were rolling away
I
from
would
you.
have carried one by one, but the guys were gentlemen. They helped me pick it up. And they're like, "Oh, you do damsel in distress well." I was like, "Thank you." I was like, "Hi." But I had already,
You ate humble pie,
yeah,
but nicely.
yeah. But yes, that I don't think that was rudeness because I didn't know them. Were just walking on the road because you can't greet everyone. But that time I learned my lesson. So mnage, I greet. Even when I'm walking, like I walk around in the neighborhood, the border guys will be like, "Hey, madam," I'm like,
Yeah.
just I don't
It
have to
doesn't
greet them
it
all. I
doesn't
just
cost you a
wave and
thing. Yeah.
but I don't wave to all. I won't lie. But the ones that
Especially me,
interact,
my
that
my rule of
engage,
thumb is if they make eye contact with
yeah, that's
me,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Engage.
yeah,
Yeah,
then
if
I'm
they
definitely going
engage,
to
I'll
greet.
wave.
Yes.
If they wave, I'll wave back. Like it
Yes.
doesn't.
It doesn't cost a
Yeah,
thing. It doesn't take anything.
yeah,
It doesn't diminish you. It doesn't expand you, but it doesn't diminish you. It doesn't
yeah,
take anything off of you to greet.
yeah,
So yeah. So kindness,
yeah,
kindness in the sense now like how those boys showed up for you
yeah,
and were able to help you.
yeah,
So it's free. It doesn't take anything off you. It doesn't delay you.
yeah.
So why not? What's the next one for you?
My next one is, of course, um, I think I've been very clear. There is no debates about God. And by God, I mean Jesus Christ in my household. Yeah, so I hope that any child going through my hands or going through my household, whether it's a cousin, nephew, needs to love Jesus, needs to know Jesus, and they need to know,
Absolutely.
yeah, they need to
Have a relationship.
have a relationship with God. They need to know that wherever they're going, they should always know that where I am not, God is.
Yes.
Because
I love that.
yeah, because we are
Because as
limited.
parents, you can't. You
Yeah,
can't be everywhere.
our reach is limited.
Yes.
So I want my kids to move forward. I want 18-year-olds to move forward comfortably knowing that they're covered,
Amen
that
to
there's
that.
someone with them wherever they are. Yeah,
I love that.
that's a value I hope they hold.
A big one. It's an important one.
Yeah,
Or whatever faith you have raised your child in,
yeah,
let them be able to differ.
yeah.
Yeah.
And to a point, because 18, they're kids. They're going out, they're going to uni. Uni has very many things
A lot
available.
that
They're
they're going to
exposed
be
to a lot.
exposed to.
Yes, I hope they have the values to seek, to go out of their way and seek out that communion, that spiritual nourishment.
Yeah.
Yes, because kids can go and become something else.
To even hold them down, to anchor them.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's a really good one. It's a very important one. For me, mine is executive skills. Things like if I finished eating, I clear my plate.
That's a good manners.
You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked.
I know.
If I have taken clothes off, maybe where do they go? Are they going in the laundry basket? Where am I putting things? If I walked into a room and I found the door closed, I'm going to walk in and close the door behind me.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, if there are people in there, I'm going to ask, door open or closed? If you're walking into someone's home, are you going to be able to see if they take their shoes off? Are you going to be able to follow suit, or you're going to just walk behind them with your shoes on without reading the room and understanding? So things that will help you function in your everyday life. Things like if I take down a plate and a cup and I use them, if I'm living on my own, or even if you're not living on your own, there's no harm in washing up after yourself, cleaning up after yourself, picking up after yourself. Yeah.
So for me, how we grew up, very poor in that element. But our parents taught us not to embarrass them out there. So when we visit, you know the kid that is washing the dishes? Us. We were taught, which I also don't mind. Don't embarrass me out there. We were taught you go places like a girl does not sleep when you visit. You have to wake up with people in the kitchen. You do, you know, there are some people when they're visitors, they're like,
Hands off.
yeah. So you wash dishes, you help, you offer, volunteer wherever you can. Don't embarrass your parents out there.
Yeah. But also
But
know how to handle
it is,
yourself even when you're alone.
yeah, that is
It doesn't have to be
integrity.
perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. There will be days where you'll come in tired and you'll drop your bag on the floor. You'll take your clothes off and drop them on the floor. But I expect that in the morning when you wake up and you're refreshed, do your laundry, clean up like your space. So those things that we take for granted that we all know, for me, are really important for an 18-year-old. By the time they're going out in the world, that they know how to handle themselves. Yeah. And that thing that you said is very important. Please don't embarrass your parents.
Yeah.
Tama tuswaza. So,
So mine would be a lesson I hope every 18-year-old should learn. Since I spoke about the God one, this is a lesson I think I learned later in life, but I hope if I was raising children, I wish I knew it earlier. It's not good to share your plans with everyone. Some of us are too open.
you're talking about learning something later in life. I
Yeah.
learned it like 2023.
Yes.
2023, 2024, imagine. That's when I was learning
Yeah.
that hard lesson.
Yeah.
And
Like-
learning it in a hard way, because remember, things that you don't learn and practice
Yeah.
earlier on, like, yeah. So you were saying,
Like, don't share your plans. Don't always share your plans. It's good to be open. And maybe if you unless you need help or you have a
mentorship or
specific
advice,
person,
or
yes, but
someone
it's not,
that is trusted, that you
Yeah.
can go to.
it shouldn't be practice to just share your plans
around-
and dreams, because you don't know what they say. God hid our hearts. So you don't know what people are thinking and what they are feeling. So yes,
It's an
it's very
important,
important
one.
too. I hope they know not to
And
just
like you, I wish I had learned it earlier on in life. I
Yeah.
really do. Because even with, trying to do social media, one of the things that I did was to just openly share
yeah.
whatever I hoped to do, whatever I was planning to do. Yeah.
Yeah. People even would discourage you. It doesn't have to always be evil mindsets behind
No,
it.
no.
Yeah.
There's this thing that people will do where they're like, but that's not suited to your personality.
Yeah.
And what that does is that even in a place where you would have thrived from learning, mentally, something has already been planted in there.
Yeah.
And like me, if you're an overthinker, it's going to grow and take on a life of its own. And before you know it, you've given up because that's not for me. It's not suited to me.
Now, me as an older person, because I haven't been like betrayed or anything dramatic like that, but I get irritated like when someone tells you, for instance, someone will say like, "What's your type?" Then I tell you my type. It's like I've given you permission to examine and cancel everything I have listed on that.
And tell you how but that's not good. But then, and I think it's coming from a good
And then you try
place.
to bully me now, like your standards are too high. It was okay. Like there's always those things. Sometimes you even you put a target on
On your back.
back. Yeah.
Holiday oba ategeeze munne type thing, that
Yeah.
it's a very important one. It really is. Okay. So my next one is being able to stand up for what you believe without necessarily killing a dream for someone else, putting down someone else, harming someone else in the process. Yeah. Standing up for what you believe in, speaking up for what you believe in.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very challenging one because people take offense to everything and anything. I feel like just stand up for what you are. Just stand, like they say, in your truth.
Oh, yeah.
We're going back. But yes, if you believe something, even if it's wrong, believe it. Maybe don't be, that is the worst advice ever.
Like, don't be
Even if it's
disrespectful and
wrong.
in people's faces about it. That's the thing. Like, believe what you believe without, I don't know, the example that I want to give, I don't feel like I can give it because I believe that this person who did this was someone who was young, and I don't feel good sharing because I know they were not in a place where they knew better. But when you're young, you tend to be so passionate about some things that you believe in. And sometimes you're in your passion, you get carried away and you forget yourself. Maybe that's how I want to say it. So I would want an 18-year-old to understand that you can still stand up for yourself. You can still speak up and stay in your truth and respectfully continue on your journey without necessarily butting heads.
But now if you get pushback,
If you get pushback, then maybe the next thing
do
is
you
to
give
know
in?
how to handle yourself. To know how
Because some people
if
can
that
really
is your
steal your peace.
conviction, if that is your conviction, then quietly. Because you can't, sometimes also, another thing that I learned later in life, if you cannot go around, it takes so much energy from you going around trying to convince people to
Yeah.
believe what you believe.
Maybe that's the thing that you shouldn't be able
That
to convince
understanding
everyone.
that it's not, that thing is not for everyone. And it's not your job to make it for everyone.
I think they usually say sometimes winning the battle is not worth it.
It
It's not
really
worth the
isn't.
peace.
Yeah.
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 So I don't know what that value is, but yes. Because if someone was passionate about something, I want you to,
To stay true.
yeah. But just be like, agree to disagree. You need to know when to get to that point.
Yes. And when to pick your battles.
Yes.
Some are just not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear one from you.
I hope at 18, you have a value system in place that you're able to stand firm in your decisions, especially when it has, like, not to give in to peer pressure, especially when it comes to things like vices. I know many a times people just pick up vices because of peer pressure. I know one for myself.
That's true.
I don't smoke anything. I've never cared for it. I've never cared for it. But I know there's a time I was living in France. Okay, I was in France. I wasn't living there. And they have this cool thing, the French, of a glass of wine in one and a cigarette in the other. So I liked the pose.
And it looks very chic.
Yes, I liked the pose. But I couldn't smoke. So one day we were walking, and my friend is like, he was smoking. They called it a switch. So they pressed, and they're like, "So you mean when you breathe mint?" They were like, "Yes." So I tried. I pulled once, and I coughed. Then some guy passed by. I think I was 18 then. It's a long time ago. Some guy passed by and said, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I smoked for the first time." Then he was like, "That's not worth learning." And in
Wow.
yes, like that is not a trait. That's not
That's not a habit that
a
is
habit
worth
that is
picking
worth
up.
learning.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it wasn't. I didn't even test the meat they were talking about. I was choking. I pulled once. I think I overpulled. And then I was like, "But what is this? Like, it
Like, who
doesn't."
willingly does this?
Yes, who willingly learns this habit? And while I was doing that, I was living with a host family. My host mom was busy trying to stop smoking, and she was failing because she was saying it helps her lose weight. It helps her
Yes. Her,
suppress and
suppress her
maintain her weight.
appetite. Suppress the appetite, I think.
Yes, I think I didn't know those terms then, but yes. So she's like, "I want to lose weight, but I can't stop smoking because then." I was like, people are struggling to kick this habit, and you're here trying to learn it
Trying to
just
pick it
because
up.
it looks the
I talked about
pose.
the weight loss thing because at some point when I was struggling, really struggling with weight and trying to look a certain way for that age, when a friend told me, why don't you? Because it will take your appetite away. I actually tried to force myself to smoke for a time. It just wasn't for me. It was so yuck. It left me nauseated. I felt out of sorts. I felt so again, this is in line with the same thing. I'm
Yeah,
picking up a habit because I've been told that it will
yeah,
get me to point B.
yeah,
Others are picking them up because you just want to fit in, because
yeah,
you just want to feel like you belong. And at that age, that need is so strong to feel seen, to feel like you belong, to be appreciated. And weirdly, okay, prefrontal cortex is not fully developed by then, so let's not judge, but weirdly, these are the things that are so important at that, feel like they're so important to you at that time. But it's not worth it.
at all. Those
Yeah.
vices are not worth picking up at all. I
Yes.
think I also saw a clip of a young man that was talking about how his father found him smoking weed. And he's like, "My dad didn't make me feel bad. He didn't embarrass me, but he asked me, 'What do you want to be when you grow up?' And then he was like, 'Do you think you would kick, like, who have you seen that's addicted to weed
That has achieved
that has
this.
achieved this?' And he was like, 'You're right.' So he stopped. So, anyways, the point is, I hope my kids know not to cave into peer pressure. And I hope I teach them. I hope to share openly with them the lessons, the failures, that some vices are just
It's
not
just
worth
not
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
And where they will lead you is just not a place that you might, a few years down the road, will you appreciate this about? I like that person went with that line. Like, when you think about people who have achieved something in line with what you want to achieve, have they done that? It kind of opens your eyes to how is it helping you?
Yeah.
What is it doing for you? Which is, I hope, at that age, it's sometimes so hard to just remove yourself from this group mentality that you want to be in, to think like that. But as like you said, we hope that we haven't, by then you'll have, as a parent, been able to instill those values.
Yeah.
I think that's our hope, all of
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
And also, there's so many examples of people that have struggled with those vices. You can just look around. I hope they're not arrogant enough to feel like they're the exception. Because I feel like, oh, we always feel like we
It
shall be
won't
the
be me. Me,
exception.
I'll manage. Me,
Yeah.
I can't be an alcoholic. I'll be able to control it.
Yeah.
That type
I
of
know how
thing.
to control my alcohol.
Yes.
But yes.
So mine, and this is my last one, is right now we are living in an era of instant gratification. So mine is, I hope that by 18, for a child to have understood even from their life, from their personal experience, that good things take time. They take time, they take patience, they take consistently working on them, and this is a lesson I think most of us see from academics or from even team sports or from anything that by then I expect a child to have picked up something that they love enough to consistently understand that I need to apply myself here, and that it's not going to happen overnight, because we have a lot of people who seemingly make it overnight,
Yeah.
and not showing enough of the journey, the struggle, the moments where you're like, I'm ready to give up, but then you push through and you say, let me just keep trying a little bit more. So I hope that,
Resilience.
yeah,
Hard work pays. That's what they teach us.
yeah, and just being patient and just patiently applying yourself
Yeah.
every day. Yeah.
So my last one would be, I hope every 18-year-old that is coming from a home knows that they are loved and they are loved at
No
home.
matter what.
And they're loved at home. Like, I don't want kids to go out there and people please themselves to fit in.
Into situations that are not very good.
Yeah, like, you're loved at home. If someone treats you ill, if someone chooses to abuse you, disrespect you, you should just go home. Call mommy,
Go
call
where you are
daddy,
loved. Go
call your
where,
siblings. Yeah, go
yes,
where you're celebrated.
yes.
Okay, maybe not celebrated, but
But
go home.
but where they love you, no
Yeah,
matter, they know you and they still love you.
yeah,
Another thing that yours has brought up for me, I know the other one was my last one, but the valuing family
yeah.
and valuing friendships and understanding that you pour yourself into them just as much as they pour into you.
Yeah, that's important. Not to take people for granted.
Yes,
I think that goes with kindness as well.
yes, and
People
good
should not be,
manners.
yeah, people should not be taken for granted. People, yeah, they're important. So, yes,
That's us.
yes, that's
What are
us.
yours? What are the things that you feel we haven't mentioned that you want to share? It's nice that we are also here waiting to learn from you.
Yeah.
So,
And 18 is a very pivotal age because that's when you're excited. The world is calling. Finally, you have freedom.
freedom.
Yes. And I know we did abuse it, but when you have like a good foundation, I think you don't fall too far.
No.
Yeah. The Bible says the
And even when
righteous,
you do fall,
yeah. The Bible says the righteous fall 7 times and they stand.
yes, exactly.
So every time, if the foundation is right, the kids will stand.
Amen to that.
Anyway, thank you. Please like, subscribe, comment, share with us your views on the topic. Till next time.